Welcome back to our channel, Golden Family. If you haven't heard it today,
you are amazing and do not let anybody tell you otherwise. So today, this video is not really about me at all. It's all about my husband here. Yep. He has something that he'd like to share with you that is pretty personal. Very personal. But because you guys are our family, we'd figured we'd share it with you guys. And for anybody else that is maybe struggling with this or anything else that has kind of affected their lives, then this video is for you guys. And we love you guys. And yeah, take it away.
Take it away. What are we doing? What are we talking about? What are we doing? How you doing, guys?
He obviously never makes things serious, which is why I love him.
Yeah, so this is something really personal that I don't normally like talking about or bringing up, but because we started this and because you guys are part of the family, you guys are part of the journey, as we go along, you know, there's things that, you know, I feel that we should be sharing with you guys. I don't know if you notice, or, you know, for the people that do know me, they don't even notice, because this is something that I keep very, very personal. You know, few people know, and the people that I do tell, they don't even like how. But you know, it's one of the things that I struggled with a lot growing up as a kid. The minute that I found out, up until now, and you know, did I even tell you guys my name? Sorry. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Christian. This is my lovely queen, Maybelline. So yeah, so this is something that, I don't know, I just feel like I want to share with all you guys, because if you're struggling with a certain issue, a defect or a disease, or you know, just anything that may be stopping you from wanting to do certain things in life, or because your appearance or whatever, I'm sharing this with you because you shouldn't feel any type of way. Like, I've been educating myself on not to feel or to care about it. Just live life and live the moment, and put that aside for a second or for a longer period of time, and you know what I mean, just show the world that you're not different. We're all the same.
I love how you put that.
So, yeah. So what I'm talking about here, that you guys are like, what is he talking about? Well, I suffer from scoliosis. I have a spinal disorder on my back. Most people that have this, they only experience like one curve. If you're not familiar with what scoliosis is, I have my beautiful queen read it.
So scoliosis is a sideways curvature of the spine that occurs most often during the growth spurt just before puberty. While scoliosis can be caused by conditions such as cerebral palsy and muscular dystrophy, the cause of most scoliosis is unknown.
So, most scoliosis, you get a curve on the top, whether it's towards the left or towards the right. Or you get one on the bottom half of your spine, again, to the left or to the right. Yours truly, me, I have both. I have a curve on top and one on the bottom, which makes a perfect S or a 5, however heck you're looking at it.
S for sexy.
And 5 for 5 times.
5 times
sexy.
so sexy.
So yeah, so I was lucky enough, because I'm not gonna word it any other way. You know, God sent me to this world with that. I mean, sent it for a reason. So yeah, so I have the top and the bottom, so I have 2. So no, I wasn't fortunate enough to get just the one or whatever. So with that said, I don't want to bore you guys with, you know, the whole, you guys get it, scoliosis, look it up, go on Google, Google's my boy, hit him up, tell him I sent you. I discovered it like when I was, I want to say between 13 and 14. At the moment I was living in Dominican Republic, and that's another story. We won't get into that now. We'll get into that in another video. So yeah, so at the moment I was living with my parents. and my brother in Dominican Republic. And at that time, when I was, like I said, between 13 and 14, I ended up getting sick. And they got some x-rays and yada yada, and the doctor was like, oh, there's something weird going on with your spine. And I had noticed too that, kind of like one shoulder was higher than the other, and those are signs
Symptoms.
of symptoms or things that you can notice. One of your ribs kind of like sticks out more than the other, or your hip is higher than the other, and when you bend over, and not bend over this way, but you know what I mean. When you bend over,
and can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
He is gonna you are gonna show them
Yeah.
your back at the end of this video, just for those that want to actually see it.
Yeah. So when you bend over, this is something that they perform at school. They make you do the scoliosis test. So, going back to my story. So I'm sick. The doctor found out, in the x-ray that there was something going on with my spine, and at that moment he had asked me if I had any pain in my back or anything like that, and I didn't really feel much, but the fact that I can notice that I had a slight hump on my right side, because I have it on my right side because that's where the S curve is, and then I have the bottom one. So at that point we started, long story short, we started doing a whole bunch of studies, x-rays. I was, like I said, I was living in Dominican Republic at the moment. I wasn't getting the answers or results that I was looking for, and my mom was really concerned. So at that point we had to travel to the States, back again to the United States, and where I was evaluated and tested, checked, I don't want to say tested, but you know what I mean. They concluded that yes, that I had scoliosis, and that I was a little too far in age, so I was already pre-developed. So they recommended that I start with a brace. I had a brace, so I was kind of like RoboCop. I tried the brace didn't work. It was just, something uncomfortable, and that made me feel some type of way about my body. I was always shy to tell people, or didn't even want to tell people. People wouldn't even notice because I would try to hide it as much as possible. And I wouldn't let anyone touch my back. I wouldn't even let people like try to hug me, because you can just feel it by just, touching my waist or anything. So it's something that, I struggle with, during my teenage years. And it's something that I just want to tell you guys that if you guys have anything going on with you, just don't do what I did and hide it and feel some type of way about it. That's you. You're still human, and you were sent to the world with that for a reason. You're still perfect. You know what I mean? In your own way, you're still a beautiful person, and that's something that I wish that I had someone to like kind of like push me and like open my eyes and not make myself feel that type of way about my body, which I kind of still do at times. It's something that I struggle with a lot, and a lot of people don't know. Not even my mom or my brother know, which now watching this video you guys know. But I used to cry and just a lot of stuff. It's just something that I just to ask myself, or just to pray and say, why me? But no, it is me, and it's part of me. So I just hope that my beautiful two daughters don't have to go through this, because it's a very
Scary.
It's scary, but it's just more
when
of
you're young,
it's an annoying. The scary part is the part that I haven't mentioned. So after the brace comes surgery, the big surgery part. That's something that I was like scared shitless.
At what age did you have it?
My surgery was performed at the age of 15 or 16. I'm in high school. I can't see my friends now. I'm going to, I'm going to go get surgery. And one of the things that the doctor tells you is, complications could be two things. You could be paralyzed forever, or you won't wake up. Because, again, we're dealing with your spine here. So do I even want to do this? But should I do this? But you have to. You have to do this, because as time goes on and as you grow, it's going to get worse. The curves are going to worsen. It's gonna affect your breathing. It's gonna affect your heart. You know, like right now, it's pushing my rib cage is pushing my lungs, and sometimes it can be difficult for me to breathe. My doctor said, you know, by the age of 40, 45, you're gonna be struggling. You're not gonna be able to run. You're not gonna be able to do anything. You're not gonna be able to get out of bed.
Wheelchair.
You could be in a wheelchair and all this other things and blah blah blah. So, surgery. Let's start with my doctors of. I don't even know the doctor at the time because again I was a teenager. Who cares? We just signed the paperwork. Let's get this over with. Surgery. Surgery was gonna be 6 to 8 hours. During surgery, I was woke up to see if I can, you know, move my legs to make sure that I wasn't paralyzed. And all I remember is my doctor saying, "Christian, Perez, can you hear me?" Yeah. We're like the only ones in the room. It's like, "Could you move your leg for me?" And so I did. It's like, "Perfect. Can you wiggle your toes?" And I'm like,
wiggle up.
I'm like, I can move them. Wait, that's why my feet are so stiff because of the surgery. Now I know. Stop laughing. Anyways, so he's like, "Perfect, you're fine." And then I was knocked out again. Then I wake up in a room. I have a tube down, a tube in, yeah. Yeah, guys, a tube in, yeah. Not fun. So yeah, surgery went well, obviously, because you guys see me now, you know, 15, 16, 25 years later, however old I am right now.
Can I ask you a question? Wait,
I was going to jump into something else and I forgot what. Go ahead, ask a question, because I don't remember.
So, my question to you is, how did it affect our relationship?
How did it affect our relationship? It affected us in the beginning a lot, because as you, I don't know if you remember, but
I remember
whenever you wanted it to hug me, I was kind of like, don't touch my back. It affected in so many ways because I felt, like I said, really self-conscious about my body. I wouldn't want to remove my shirt. You know, you wouldn't catch me in a tank top. You know, if you went to like...
You never let me rub your back.
And no massages, nothing. Like, I would not want anybody going near my back. Like, it was... I struggled with it a lot, you know, during the period that I found out, up until surgery, and even after. You know, I always just looked at myself like I was just different. Like I was just a freak. I'm not a freak. I'm a freak, but you know what I mean. But,
where are you a freak?
I'm a freak in a bed. Yeah, so just everything in general, like even if like a family member came over and tried to tap me, I would just quickly like, no, don't touch me.
But obviously he's come a long way from that.
Yeah, very long way. Shirts are off. I'm tanning. I'm doing things, but I'm gonna share. Right, I'm gonna share with you things that why I changed. You know, because that lasted a little while.
Yeah, not too long.
Not too long, but you know,
maybe 2 to 3 years.
Once I found out internally that that she was my ride or die, she was my best friend, that she was the one, I started opening up more, and you know, I let her touch my back, you know, here and there, whatever. Felt weird. Still feels weird because, you know, after surgery my nerves are all effed up. Speaking of which, remember that part when I mentioned, if you roll back the clip, about my doctor being a liar? The reason why I said that is because he's like, "Don't worry, your surgery's gonna be fine. It's gonna be so small that it's like taking a pencil and just making a perfect straight line. No one's gonna see it." I'm over here like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be nice and thin. No one's gonna notice it, so I'm gonna go to the beach and no one's gonna tell." Bruh.
We'll show you guys at the end.
The gym changed my life. Not only physically for diet and, you know, looking a little bit bigger, but it helped tremendously for my back to make it more proportioned. Like, because one side obviously looks normal, the other one has a hump. You know what I mean? And I know you don't want to know what I mean because I haven't shown you, but I will. So relax, calm down. It's getting there. I know you want me to take off my shirt, but just relax. But
This is why I love him, because he just makes the best out of everything.
So going to the gym and working out my back a lot that was kind of like my goal. It made that disappear. So I started caring less about, what I physically appear, look like, what my back looked like. I just didn't care. And that's when I was just like, fudge it. I'm just going to take off my shirt and not care anymore. I would go to the beach and actually tan and lay on my stomach and show my back to everyone. Walk around without a shirt and not care. I wouldn't do that before. I would just be scared of what people would say, or like, oh, or pointing at you like, what's wrong with him, or what's on his back, or...
So you want to show on your back?
Are we going to the back time?
I
mean, is hot?
Ready?
Sure, I guess. We show mi espalda. Ugh, don't look at my stomach, guys. Please. That's another thing that I have to work on. So, let's start. Oh man, it's so buffed. Yeah. So if you notice here, it's like there's like no shape. That's because I don't work out. Now when I turn on this side, see how it's much wider? That's because that's where my hump is. And once I turn around, you see it right there? Mm-hmm. I mean, you can perfectly see it. That's my rib cage pushing out. So if I do this, you can tell what I'm kind of talking about. Yeah. So
and this is
here's the other guy. One here, one there.
And then this, if you get a little bit closer.
Should I get down?
No, that's fine. You see the scar that goes all the way up his back.
And like I was telling you guys, everything and all my nerves are jacked up back there because I can
go down a little bit.
It just feels super weird.
You can really tell the scar up here. See, it goes all the way from up here all the way down his back. So,
for all you guys complaining about your crack, no one has a crack as long as mine. This is me. And like I said, one right there, one on the top.
And you're still perfect just the way you are.
I guess.
He is. I'm so proud of you for making this video. So for anyone that's out there that has scoliosis, kyphosis, any type of spinal disorder, you're not alone, obviously. Christian here has it.
Yep. I have it, and I'm proud of having it.
It makes you unique.
Yeah, it just teaches you so much. Again, it's still teaching me that beauty is in so many different ways. You know what I mean? And for the longest time, I felt like an ugly person, but I ain't ugly. You know what I mean? Like just because of that defect. If you have what I have or anything else, just don't enclose yourself in a box or in 4 walls or 5 walls, however weird your house is shaped. Talk to someone about it, or just be you. Just pretend like you never found out about it. Obviously take care of it, take care of yourself, because health comes first. But everything else will just come along, and if people don't love you or accept you because whatever's going on with you, then forget them. Find new friends, or you know what I mean? I'll be your friend. What's good? Comment down below. No, but seriously, don't let something like that stop you from doing things and from socializing and just being you. Like, I was a victim of that. I also didn't have anyone to, kind of relate or share things with, so, you know what I mean? For you guys to have, like I said, anything like that, God bless you, and I hope this video helps you to open up and just to be yourself and not to pay too much attention to it. Just take care of it and just be yourself. You know what I mean? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational, funny, interesting. What else?
And you obviously got to see a part of him that you guys didn't know. So you got to know him a little bit more, which is nice.
Yes, I'm not perfect.
We're not perfect at all. At all.
Mm-mm.
Which is one of the reasons why we wanted to make this.
If you have a friend that needs a pick-me-up,
Share this video with them.
Share the video with them, please. And we're gonna close out today's video with the golden nugget shout out. And today's golden nugget shout out goes to Stephanie Rojas. Thank you so much for being a part of the golden family. Shout out to you, girl. We love you. Thank you so much for the love and support. Yes, we love you. So, guys, before we close out, don't forget to like,
comment,
share this video, and if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Join the family.
We'll see you guys in the next video.